Okay, so much like last week, this briefing is going to be very brief. We're still dealing with quiet weather and dry conditions, so we're just going to talk about that and some updated fire monitoring, and we're going to continue with the warm temperatures, and there may be, maybe, some rain chances next week. All right, so the drought update. We are having worsening drought conditions. We do have some spots of severe D2 drought. But you can see that compared to last week, if you were in attendance to that, we have a lot more yellow on the map. So we are seeing continually drying conditions across the area. Because of this, we are seeing drying fuels, and we will have to continue to monitor for fire conditions, particularly on those windy, breezier afternoons. So we'll be some more sensitive to wind in our forecast. So this is the pattern. You can see that we still are under the influence of some high pressure, and that's going to continue probably through the weekend. But next week, we do get some moist return flow from the Gulf of Mexico, so southerly flow. That's going to bring some moisture back to the area, but we're still not expecting really anything in the way of rain. But this could actually cause a problem regarding fire, and we will be monitoring this because if you can see that these lines under the Monday through Thursday graphic are closer together, that could bring us some breezier conditions. So we are keeping an eye on that for fire, particularly Tuesday and Wednesday. This is just the temperature trends next week. Continuing warm conditions. There is a brief cool off this weekend. But I say brief because it's really only going to last one day, and it's mostly up in the north. And then we'll be back to the 80s area wide by next week. And here's the rain chances that we were discussing. Very, very low, 16 to 20% roughly, and mostly west of 55. That is definitely where we need it, but this is likely to be only isolated and pretty scarce. We see this decrease throughout the forecast period, so keep an eye on that. But I'm not thinking at this time that this is going to be much of a benefit to us. It's probably just going to be some sprinkly, isolated stuff that's probably not going to decrease the drought conditions, unfortunately. Well, the good news is we have no tropical activity in the Atlantic, and we're definitely not expecting anything over the next 7 days. And with that, I will go ahead and take questions.